The vice presidential candidate for the Convention People's Party says his government would establish a special institute to harness the production of cassava, maize and rice in the country if the party wins the December elections. Professor Emmanuel Bobobe says he would invest more in these crops to offset the country's over-reliance on cocoa. He says these crops, especially cassava, are more likely to provide food security, income generation and revenue to government through export. Professor Bobobe spoke with our correspondent, Mohamed Nuruddin.
In fact, Ghana's cocoa is used as a benchmark to calibrate the rest. But you know, incidentally, we use the most fertile land in our country to grow cocoa, a crop we do not even consume. So if those white boys and girls do not like chocolate, then we are crying. But the crops we produce like cassava, maize, rice, yam, and some of the vegetables, we do not care about them. We just, grow them on marginal lands. I mean, for me, with special interest in this crop, cassava, maize, and rice, we will have to form special research institute for them, and then special marketing boards, like we have for cocoa. Like we have the Cocoa Research Institute, Cocoa Marketing Board.
Cocoa is giving us a lot of money.
It is not. I mean, we'll get more money from cassava than cocoa. And also, if you look
at...
actually, if you look at cassava, the product, what you can process from cassava, we eat it ourselves, so we provide the domestic market. But that is using our hoe and the cattlers, we are satisfying the food security using cassava. But when we mechanize, based on our CPP manifesto, we are going to quadruple the production from cassava. And then we'll get the portion for food security, and then the extra 75%, we will now process it into even so many things, including alcohol, ethanol, starch. The starch can go into so many things. I mean, pharmaceutical industry, the plywood industry, even artificial rice. So many. Cassava has got a very wide spectrum.
So what is the price for a ton of cassava? If you are saying the cassava, we're going to get more money from cassava than cocoa, people would want to compare the prices, the ton.
Let me give you one of the finished products. A ton of cassava starch ranges between $400 to $800. I mean, so we can take an average of $500 or $600 a ton. I know cassava, the elite varieties our colleagues at the crop research have developed, you can get about, some you can even get about 60 tons per hectare.